Hey fellow garage golfers, rolling here with Garage Golf, where we provide extraordinary golf info for the extraordinary golfer. Today's video is all about garage golf going 4K. We're talking about the BenQ LK953ST projector. We're upgrading our projector here in the Garage Golf Studios. I want to show you a little bit more about this awesome 4K projector. 3,000,000 to 1 contrast ratio. We've got 20,000 hours of maintenance free use. It's a laser projector. This is a top of the line projector, basically 5,000 lumens. Again, price point's gonna be a little high, up there over 5,000, but for those of you who are looking for something that will double as an awesome home theater system, this is something that's gonna be right up your alley. I'm looking forward to bringing it to you. Stay tuned and check it out. All right, so here we are in the studio, and I want to show you my setup here. So let me go ahead and flip this camera around here real quick. All right, and here we go. So I want to show you just basically I set up this projector for now. Here you see this is actually GS Pro set up, and not SG Pro like my previous videos, but GS Pro. And I just kind of want to show you how I set up the projector for now. You see the bright projector there. So I set it up here on this table. And I just want to kind of get the feel of it and kind of give you guys an idea how it works. So this is basically how far it is, which is maybe probably about somewhere around 12 feet or so from the screen. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to show you some of the features of the projector itself and give you an idea on how it looks. I'm going to put this camera back on the stand to show you. I'm going to turn off all the lights. I'm going to show you GS Pro. And this is in 4K, just so you're aware. So I'll show you GS Pro in 4K with the lights off. And then I'll show you some 1080p and some other things on actual TV. Hopefully I won't get a copyright flag this time like I did last time, because I showed a basketball game last time. And I'll show you some of the things I like about this projector and some of the things that I actually like more about the LU951ST. If I get that wrong, I'll put the verbiage back up on the screen. But some of the things I liked about the other one, this one does not have. And of course, this one has 4K, which is ideal as well. So I'll show you a few of those here. Let me put this back up. I'll turn the lights off and show you a little bit more features as well. All right, so here we are. This is actually with all the lights on here in the studio. So I wanted to show you that first. So again, brightness-wise, this is actually pretty good. If you've seen some of my other videos with some of the lighting, you see that the image was very much washed out before. So number one, that dynamic contrast ratio is definitely doing its job here, which is great. So this is with all the lights on in the studio, and this again is on GS Pro, which is set up in 4K resolution for now. And I'm gonna show you some 1080p as well. You're probably not gonna be able to decipher the difference on YouTube, but it's gonna make a big difference in person. So let's turn off the lights now, and I'll show you a little bit more. Now, if you see the screen, you notice I do have some screen that's showing up on the black curtains I have on the side. Part of the issue I have with this one is the throw ratio is the same, but there's no corner adjustments on this particular projector. So that's one thing that if I was going to spend an extra few $100 to get 4K, I would like to have that. And hopefully that can be something that they can implement in a firmware update. But as of now, they don't have corner adjustment. They do have digital shrink, which I will show you, but you can't use digital shrink without shrinking the top as well. So I'd like to just be able to shrink the sides, but that's definitely something that is one negative. So if I was going to mount this in my actual studio, I would basically mount it closer because it's a shorter throw ratio, so I can mount it closer. I just wanted to test it out before I do that here for the Garage Golf Studio. So let's turn off the lights now. Okay, so now we see everything with the lights off, and I'm gonna take you to the seat now, and we're gonna actually show you a little bit more about the features. I'll show you a little bit of the actual course so you can see that as well. All right, so here we are in the GS Pro gameplay, and I'm gonna go ahead and take you to a local game again like we've done before. I'm gonna leave everything the same. I'm not gonna actually play any holes today. I just wanna show you the course and show you a little bit more in detail. Again in 4K. So again, you can see the quality of the picture is pretty awesome. The colors look really, really good, which is great. Again, the only reason you see the overcasting of the screen onto the black tarp is because of where I have it placed right now. I fully intend to mount this. I just haven't been able to do it for the purposes of the video quite yet. So there you see the color though. I mean, check out the color. It's awesome. That's really, really good. Everything looks great as far as the color is concerned. And if you were to click on anything as far as adjusting, you're going to be able to see those colors really pop on the screen. So 4K looks incredible. I've not seen it look this clear before. So the dynamic contrast ratio that it has, everything looks really, really good. So I wanted to show you that on the picture as well, and basically just show you a little bit more about the actual program, this time in 4K. So I do plan on mounting this. This will be replacing my other projector as a regular projector, so I can showcase it in 4K, just because that image is just absolutely incredible. So wanted to show that to you guys. Let me know if you have any questions on this. I'm going to show you a little bit of TV as well, just so you can see it. But again, really the biggest thing here is the brightness, and the colors are really, really awesome with this projector. So now let's go ahead and switch the source, and I'm going to put it on the TV mode, and I'm going to be using YouTube TV for this. And for the TV, what I'm using is the Roku Streaming Stick Plus. So this does allow for 4K. I don't have a lot of 4K options right now, to be honest, because I'm using YouTube TV for the most part. But I do have some things I'd like to show you. Obviously, you get to see the picture quality of the projector, even with just normal colors and different things. So the projector is really awesome. Again, the colors really, really pop. Definitely can tell the difference between even the 4K and the 1080 in person. So it's definitely something that you can see even on a golf screen like I have. Now I do keep my screen pretty clean. So, but overall, you know, this thing looks great. It looks like you're looking at a TV, as we've talked about before. Picture quality is great. And again, you have access to, I basically just plugged in the streaming stick. So you have access to Netflix, Prime Video, everything with the actual projector as well. So I'll try to show you something maybe on YouTube TV and see if I can get away with that without getting copyright infringed like I did before. I'm trying not to show anything that would be too crazy, like a basketball game or anything like that. All right, so let's take you through a couple of things here. I'm just going to kind of go through these quickly just so we can give you an idea on the picture. And again, this is using YouTube TV, so it'll pull up, and I'll show you a couple of channels here.
I'm gonna need that phone. This one.
So you get to see a little bit of the quality of what we're looking at. And again, there's different things that we could watch here. But I just want to kind of show you a little bit more in detail, whether it be a commercial or anything else, just because I can't really show you too much without getting copyright infringed here on this channel. So just want to kind of show you a couple things. But again, the picture is incredible. There's nothing I can complain about the picture. There's only a couple things that I would change, which I'll bring back to you here in just a minute when I get off of here. But again, as far as even in 1080p, the picture looks phenomenal. I'm going to try to get some more 4K stuff here in the future, but I did want to show you the golf simulator portion because that's really my most important thing for in here, what I'm looking to do. So anyways, the picture looks great. I wanted to show that to you and just kind of give you a few more things on that. I'm going to bring you back and answer just a couple things as far as what I like and what I don't like about this projector. And then we'll go ahead and finish off this video and answer any other questions that you guys may have. All right, so a few things that I really like about this LK953ST projector is obviously the picture quality and the ability to do 4K. So that goes basically unsaid. That's the whole appeal to getting this projector. A couple things I don't like. Number one, the startup time between this one and the LU951ST is a lot longer. So it takes a lot longer to start it up when you first hit power. Now again, we're talking maybe 10, 15 seconds. The LU951ST starts up almost immediately. So that's one thing I noticed. That's not a big deal. That wouldn't cause me to not purchase it or anything like that. As far as my setup though, I am going to have to work on it and mount it somewhere where it's going to fit my screen and my accommodations versus it allowing, a little bit of more flexibility there that I would need. So I want to show you on the menu mode, and we have different features here. But the number one thing for me on the LU951ST that this one doesn't have is the corner adjustments. So the other one has the ability for me to go in there and adjust each corner individually to allow me to make it work with my screen. So I could blow the image up a little bit larger, kind of how you see it on the side here, and I could shrink it down if needed and make it work for each corner. Well, on this one, I have a digital shrink feature. You see it's 0.970. If I were to adjust it, you'll see the screen will actually shrink down, and I'll show you that here just slowly. But I'm going to kind of shrink it down to maybe like 9, somewhere around there. And you'll see that the whole screen will shrink. So now you see it's fitting inside of my setup, right? And that works perfect. That's also something that will work for you. But you're going to see a lot of black space on the sides now. So Before, with the other projector, the LU951ST, I could do this, or I could basically adjust the corners to where I need them and then use the digital shrink. This one just has the digital shrink feature, and I think that's actually pretty new on this projector. So again, maybe a firmware update down the road will fix the corner adjustment. Maybe they'll have the ability to do that. It does also have Keystone as well. I never can figure out Keystone for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but I think it's more of if it's just really, you have it angled or something. I also don't like the projector timeout on this. When I'm going through the settings, it doesn't even allow me to see how it adjusted the actual projector before it actually goes away. So now I'm having to go back in there and go back and adjust it. See, if I were to move it now to 4, there's a little delay there. It hasn't moved, it hasn't moved, it hasn't moved. And then now it moves, but now it's gone off the screen. So now I got to go back to menu, go down to Keystone again and adjust it. So that's a little bit more finicky on this one. That's one thing I don't like as well. So just really those two features. Other than that, this thing's great. Everything works perfect. I would love to see the corner adjustment. I mean, if it's on the LU951ST, I'd like to see it on this one, especially when you're spending more for this one to get the 4K feature. But will it prevent me from using this and replacing it because it has the 4K? Absolutely not. I think I'm going to go with the 4K option because for golf simulator purposes, that's where the future is, and I think that that's going to be what I'm looking at for the future as far as all these simulator programs, what they have, what my options are. So I will take the time to mount this and adjust it where I want it to go, where it's going to work with my screen perfectly and not have too much space there. It is going to be a work in progress, obviously, for me to do that. So I will work on that and get that adjusted, and then basically make it work from there. But as you can see, I mean, you can make this work. You just got to adjust it as far as where you want it, and you can use the digital shrink feature as well. So other than that, the menu system's really good. You can go through it. There's test pattern that you can use. Pretty much have whatever background color you want, splash screen, all that kind of stuff. Network settings, and I think if you're going to use the network settings, there's some certain features that you'd have to do there as well. And you can go down to resolution. Let's see what that has for the resolution, because I haven't even honestly looked at that part yet. And again, these are the aspect ratios you're going to have: auto, real, 4:3, 16:9, 16:10. So we have different options for that. So you can play around with those options as well. Zoom in and out, have that kind of work to what you need. On the LU951ST, I put it on 16:10 because a lot of golf simulators are set up that way. But you have different options, 16:9 or 16:10, as well as 4:3. That's going to work with almost any golf simulator program that's out there. So that'll work. And if you have more of a square screen, this will work for you as well. So that's a really nice feature also. One other thing I want to talk to you about, high altitude mode. And the reason why you would get a laser projector versus one that uses the bulb is because of overheating. So I did assist someone that set up a golf simulator and they used a bulb screen or bulb projector, and they were having issues because they were in high altitude with it shutting down after a couple of hours. So this one has an high altitude mode that you can turn on, off, or auto. So basically they have you select it whenever your environment is higher than 1,500 meters. So ours is not here, so I'm not going to use it. But if you were in, say, somewhere like Denver, somewhere like that, then you would want to set up high altitude mode. And it has to do with basically your projector shutting down on you because of your altitude and because it's overheating. So just something to keep in mind if you're in an area with high altitude, that is an option for you on this one. And with the laser projector, you're not going to get that overheating issue like you would with a bulb projector. So these projectors are geared to going all day long if you need them to. So 14 hours, 15 hours a day would not be a problem. If you were running a commercial setup or environment like that, this would be a perfect thing for you to use. So just keep that in mind as well. So if you have any questions as to why someone would spend $4,000 or $5,000 on a projector, it's going to be because you need that type of projector for your setup. You're looking for high quality for home theater, or you just want something that you need to be able to run it for multiple hours at a time and have it last on you. This is why you'd buy a laser projector. And BenQ does have some other projectors as well that could possibly work for different budgets. So it's not necessarily saying that you have to spend $5,000 on a projector. This is what we would call one of their top of the line projectors, obviously. But they do have some cool features on different price points. So if you have any questions on it, reach out to me at roland@mygaragegolf.com. I will get you in touch with someone from BenQ, or whatever you need as far as any questions you have to see what may be the best projector for your setup, for your space, and your dimensions as well, which is really important. And one thing I will tell you is never pick a screen and then pick a projector. I think you need to do it the other way around. You need to pick your projector first and then pick your screen, because your projector is going to dictate what size screen you need based upon how far you are from your screen and how basically what size you're going to need to be based upon your dimensions, where you're going to need to mount your projector, and everything else included there. So hopefully some of this helps. I just wanted to answer some more questions on that. I wanted to, basically give you an idea on this. So this will be staying in our garage setup here. I will be mounting it, and I'll be providing some updates for you guys here in the future on the LK953ST projector. All right, so I know a little bit of a long video, but I wanted to walk you through the features and let you know what I loved about the LK953ST projector from BenQ. Again, it's going to be a winner. I'm going to keep it here in the garage. So if you have any questions on anything that I've covered today, or any projector questions in general, even if it's not specifically this projector, reach out to me anytime at roland@mygaragegolf.com. I want to be your go-to person. Again, don't forget, if you have questions on any kind of simulator, products, questions on starting your own simulator at home, reach out to me. Again, roland@mygaragegolf.com, or check out our landing page at www.rainorShineGolf.com/garagegolf. I want to be your go-to person for any and all questions. Again, that helps out our channel if you use our affiliate link. So if we're able to provide some content for you and you find it helpful, that's how you can support the channel, and it's at no additional cost to you. So we partner with really, really great companies that we have had good experiences with, and we would never send you anywhere where we haven't had a good experience. So reach out, let us know if we can answer any of those questions. As far as any projector questions on the BenQ products, I'm going to continue to be using this moving forward. So if there's anything that I come across or experience, I'm going to relay that to you as well, answer any questions that you guys have on that as well. So if you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up. I greatly appreciate that. That helps out the channel. And if you have not yet done so, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell notification for more content like what you saw here today. Make sure to join our Facebook group down below. That's where we communicate with you at home, and this is where you are able to communicate with other Garage Golf followers and get a lot of those simulator questions answered. And you can always Facebook message us anytime as well. So there's a lot of ways where we communicate with you at home, and that's one of the key ways in which we do it. So as always, we really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I look forward to continuing to bring new content as we continue to upgrade the simulator and show you different things as we go throughout this process. This is what I really enjoy doing, and staying in contact with you guys at home. So really appreciate it. Until the next time I see you, as always, keep on golfing. Thanks again.